Hi, my name is Avi Solomon, and I'd like to take a few minutes to discuss PPC and how maybe I can help your account. First of all, the biggest thing whenever I talk to Amazon sellers that are either reaching out to me because they want to see if I can help their account, or they want to know if their agency that they're currently working with is the right agency. I don't even need to really check the account sometimes. If I ask the question, is your agency only working on the PPC or do they also work on the images? If the PPC is not working, if you're not getting a good ACOS, do they say, let's change the images? Will they get involved in that process? Will they change the title? If the answer is no, I don't really need to go that much farther. They are probably not the best agency to be working with because PPC and the listings, they go together. You could have the greatest PPC in the world. Everything's set up perfectly. The campaigns are set up perfectly. If it's not a good product, even if it is a good product, but it has bad images, it has a bad title, it has bad bullet points, it doesn't have EBC, it's not going to work the same way. You'll still get bad results. One of the biggest things that agencies love doing is they're like, oh, we'll give you a free audit. Well, first of all, the Talmud has a great expression. It says that a doctor that charges nothing is worth nothing. So that free audit is just a marketing tool for them to say, do what's called a zero report, comes in many different forms, but they say, oh, we see you wasted $80,000 in the last 30 days. That's only whenever you talk about wasted spend, without context, it's almost a worthless number. You could have an account that wastes $80,000, but it's not wasted spend. For example, in the vitamin supplement category, there are people that have 96% ACOS, and they'll say, oh, your agency is running with a 96% ACOS. Well, what's the CPA? What's their tacos? How many people are actually converting to lifetime customers? The story of whether PPC is being done correctly cannot be told through one single lens. You have to see a whole picture. And what I've discovered is many agencies, they're like, oh, we just work on PPC. They don't have that broad perspective. What I do when I work with an account is, yes, my area of expertise is PPC, and I want to be managing that in every aspect. But I really also tell everyone I work with that I need to be involved. Either I'm the account manager across the board, which means the listings, the titles, the bullet points. I need to be involved in that process. If you don't want me to be the manager, that's fine, but I need to be able to give input. You do not get that with a lot of agencies. Another reason agencies generally tend not to work is because agencies, usually you'll speak to someone that knows what they're talking about, and you're like, oh, this guy really gets it. And as soon as you give him the account, he hands it off to some virtual assistant or some low-level worker who does not have his knowledge base. Every account that I work with, I work with. I work with it on my own. If I have a virtual assistant or if I'm using AI, it's only to assist. I am the one putting my hands into the pile and figuring out how to make the best PPC campaigns, how to make the campaign thrive and grow. So I don't call myself an agency. I consider myself a freelancer. I would love to work with you. Reach out to me. My contact is below, and let's see how we can grow your business together.